of the biggest misconceptions about the glow up culture or your glow up experience is that it's like a linear experience and it's all the glittery stuff, but it really is hard work. Like, I feel like the inner glow up happens before the outer, and that was my experience. I know people have like their own different, you know, where they start kind of story, you know, and how their glow up kind of sparked. But I know for me, the inner glow up was the first step. So I fell in love with doing my affirmations. First, it was just the basic ones like we normally hear. It's like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm powerful. And then, you know, it turned into like, I can do whatever my mind, you know, whatever I set my mind on, or I am the best podcast host, or, you know, everything that I touch turns to gold. Like, I like to exaggerate my affirmations, and that's because that's something that I've become way more comfortable with, and that's just a personal conversation that I have with myself, whether I'm in the shower, whether I'm in the gym, whether I'm going on my walks. And so that's just a personal conversation, right? And so you can say whatever you want to yourself. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm going to be a multimillionaire. I know what to do with my money. I'm very wise with my money. Whatever money I spend, I get it back 10 times over, you know. So you have to kind of get your groove, but you have to start somewhere, right? And so the inner glow was the part for me that really sparked my glow up journey. And then obviously, well, not obviously, but because some people don't get help, but I know at a point in my life, you know, I was very depressed and I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. And I really didn't know what direction that I wanted to go in, and so I decided to go into therapy, and that has shifted my life a lot. You know, it was bigger than if I think I'm beautiful, and no, it was like trying to figure out the type of attachment style that I have, and you know, why do I end up in certain relationships, and have I forgiven people in my past, have I forgiven myself? Like, it became deeper, and I felt like a weight started to fall off of my shoulders once I started to get that professional help. The affirmations were great, the affirmations were awesome, but you start to realize that like the glow up journey is an ongoing journey. There's no like set point where you ever stop, because you're in different stages of your life. So what may work now may not feel like it's working in the next couple of years. Like, I've changed a lot about my routine. You know, at first I was just doing yoga at home, and then I'm like, okay, I want to go to the gym. I have to set a schedule for myself, you know, whether it's, you know, planning for the next week, planning for vacations, when I'm going to get my facial, and, you know, upgrading my wardrobe, and how do I wear my hair that it complements my face, and what jewelry do I want to wear. You know, all those factors are really they kind of just don't really force it. Like, when it comes to your glow up journey, you never have to force anything. As long as you start, it definitely creates like that snowball effect. Everything else starts to fall into place. So I would say one of the few like misconceptions about the glow up culture or the glow up journey that I normally see is it's like bubble baths and lighting candles, when it's so much deeper than that. Like, it is not a linear experience. It is a learned thing. It is a skill. It is a lifestyle. So just think, going from, you know, one lifestyle to a totally different one. Like, you was a hot girl, okay, you was in these streets, to okay, you want to be more modest, or you want to level up your life. You want to dress, you know, you want to dress more conservatively, or you want to be sexy but also comfortable, like trying to find what fits your lifestyle, you know, because it's not about being conservative. It's just about blowing up who you are as a person, and kind of like matching that with your career, or the type of woman that you want to be in the next few years. Like, when I see the woman that I want to be, who is she? And for me, that woman is a great leader. She knows how to problem solve. She lives a very soft, gentle life because she created it for herself. She was willing to put in the work to get that life. She was willing to save the money. She was willing to take the necessary risks. She was willing to try different careers. She was willing to change her wardrobe. She was willing to take etiquette classes. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a snowball, and it's all these things that you have to put together. You're making a new recipe for the woman that you want to be, right? Like, you're just, it's time, it's energy, it's effort, it's being intentional. I definitely think that, you know, the surface level things are very cute and they are very nice, especially for self-care days. But definitely one misconception about the glow up culture is that it is surface level. It's not that deep. No, it is that deep. It actually is. Another thing too is that it's a linear experience. It's definitely not a linear experience. Everybody starts at some different point in their life. Usually what I've seen a trend though, like what has sparked other people on their journey, is a bad breakup, or just like depression. And I think that that's great. I think that that's good, because like when you get to this point where you have no choice but to level up your life, I feel like that's a great place to be, because it's kind of like you get so low that you never want to see yourself get there again. When you are sitting in that, and I mean like truly, y'all, in my experience, I was broke. I went through a bad breakup. I was depressed. I didn't like my body. I didn't like my hair. I didn't like my skin. Like, it was so much about me that I didn't love. It's so much about my life that I didn't love, that I was like, oh hell no, I do not want this again. Ew, throw it away. This ain't for me. I will never let myself get there again. And so it's kind of those moments in your life that really spark your glow up journey. That's something that I've kind of seen kind of across the board with a lot of people who've started their journey. Another thing too, misconception, is that it's about luxury. So I think that when we place this glow up on whether you have access to like luxury items and luxury things, I think the plot is missing, because I think a luxury that is kind of looked over is the luxury of having a cushion, right? Like in your savings account, in your emergency fund. I think that another luxury is being able to sleep every night, like a full night's rest. I think another luxury is being able to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is a privilege, so it's definitely a luxury to me. Absolutely. Like, people, I think sometimes people look at the luxury items that other women have on their glow up journey and they think, oh, I want that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's an issue with that, but I think that the real when you're actually in it, when you're in your glow up journey, is the luxury of sleeping full nights, is the luxury of having a clean home, is the luxury of having a good schedule that you can adhere to, the luxury of cooking your meals, like healthy whole food meals on a regular basis, being able to afford a maid if you know, like a cleaning service if you can't like clean your house yourself because you're so busy, the luxury of being able to own your own business, and you know, like being able to take care of yourself in general. Like, it's such a luxury. And now that I'm really in it, now that I'm really in that stage of my life where I get to enjoy these luxuries, and I'm starting to see like the fruits of my labor, the world is my oyster, y'all. So the glow up journey is such a beautiful experience. It can be very, very scary, because you definitely have to look at yourself in the mirror, literally and figuratively, because it's a very scary place to be. And so, you know, the journey isn't going to look the same. Your journey isn't going to look the same as the next person's. And I think that that's another misconception too, because as much as people can give you their tips and their tricks and how they did X, Y, and Z, that's great. And I think that it's very helpful, but please be mindful. Do not stress yourself out if your journey does not look like the next person's, because all of us live different lives. Okay. We have different lifestyles, have different challenges. Not all of us have the same challenges. Like, some girls, money isn't an issue. It's never been an issue. So their whole thing is, well, I want to work out more. So they can hire a trainer and they can afford it 4 or 5 times a week. Versus you have to go to YouTube University to do Pilates. And there's nothing wrong with that, because your body will change regardless. But do not compare your life to another person's. Focus on your goals. Figure out who you want to be as a person and go from there. You know, do not get caught up in the world of looking at everybody else's glow up. I love y'all so much. Tell me what you think about today's episode. What was the first thing that you kind of worked on when you started your glow up journey? What started your glow up journey? I would love to hear your stories. Please do not forget to subscribe to your girl's channel. I have surpassed 500 subs. Can y'all give me the 6? Can y'all give me the 600? I don't know. I feel like y'all can. But I love y'all so much. Don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram and TikTok, Lemonade at LoveVeeTalks. And if you're interested in promo or collab, LoveVeeTalks@gmail.com. Until next time, I love y'all. Bye.